Hello, hello, hello. We'll be doing the energy for Scorpio. I do not know why I want to just like party. I don't know. Archangel Michael, please protect us as I channel the energy for Scorpio. Archangels, holy angels of the highest white light, those who walk with me every single day of the highest and brightest white light. Holy Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today. I do feel highly appreciative in Scorpio energy right now. Like, so maybe that's why I feel like I just want to celebrate, party. It could be celebrated somebody's birthday. Anyhow, I'd like to direct the energy to pulling for the eclipse energy. So maybe you're celebrating the eclipse energy. I don't know. I've kind of felt personally like celebrating this eclipse energy. I've heard about a lot of doom and gloom things, but I'm like, why are people afraid of this? And it's probably because, we often believe what we hear and see because we have been accustomed to that. And so sometimes people are mad at the people who get into like rebel energy or renegade energy. But this is the reason why people are pushed to rebel or renegade energy. And I'm not blaming people. I'm just saying, these ideologies that we have that does no longer serve everybody. So don't know why we're talking about this, but we're talking about it because that's what happens when we channel. We talk about whatever it is that the Most High God wants to talk about when we're in this energy. So, Scorpio energy sometimes often has to do with, shares energy with the energy of evilness. I'm not saying people that are in Scorpio energy are evil. Neither am I saying that about sun signs. Absolutely, positively not saying that. Actually, Scorpio energy, people are very bold. And so, but a lot of political matters and sexual matters and a lot of just technically like matters in general end up coming out in Scorpio energy. And so, please do not take offense to that. But there's a lot of institutional things that are be happening. I think this came out also in another reading, and I really can't remember right now. Equality is not something that one should have to earn. Equality is something that we're already born with. It's our innate ability through our Creator that we have already had. And some people will say, Jesus died, Sananda died on the cross for it. And I'm not going to go into religion and politics, but there's going to be a big change there, right? So I'm not religious, I'm not a politician, I don't push any of those institutions in any kind of way. I don't lean, to one way or the other. I'm all about bringing people together, no matter what they believe. I mean, I have someone that I consider to be a very good friend, even almost family, that is highly religious and probably one of these days will tell me that I'm a witch and I should not be doing cards, but up to this point she hasn't. So maybe she's also respecting it, but she's really, really very verse driven. And it's crazy because I am too, but it's just in a different way. Like, I love verses from the Bible. I love philosophical, metaphoric teachings, examples, ancestral wisdom. I love it. I thrive on it. However, some of us just need patience in understanding that there's this situation where I don't know why I'm talking about false prophets again, but here we are. We're talking about false prophets again. And it is in the Bible where they talked about, Jesus said people are going to tell you some stuff that's not true. It's going to be up to you to discern it and see if you believe it. If you believe it, you believe it. If that's what's for you, that's what's for you. If that's what brings you to me, then so be it. However, and I'm not talking about different parts, right? So in one part, he's like, look, they're going to lie. They're going to tell you things that are not true. And, it's going to be up to you to discern whether it's true or not. And the thing is that what divides us sometimes is truth, individual truth. And what brings us together is just accepting that we all have individual truth. We all see things in a different light. There's no true Christians, or not true Christians. There's no believers or non-believers. Really, somebody believes in something. Everybody believes in something. Everybody believes in something. I don't care if they believe in tables. They believe in something. And the thing is, why are we so wrapped up into what other people are doing? Why are we so wrapped up into what people are saying or not saying or doing or not doing? And just because what they're doing doesn't look exactly how we're doing it doesn't mean they're doing something wrong, right? There's good and there's evil, obviously. But why isn't that the only label? And that even gets crazy too, right? Because the people that may think that X thing is evil, the evil person might not perceive that as evil, or what we perceive as good may not be perceived as good to somebody else. So we get into the web of the intricacies, and then that is why we have law and order, yes. But have we taken that law and order too far? Have we? I don't know. And I don't know why I went on this route, Scorpio, but maybe it has something to do with somebody. And so if that helps somebody, great. But now let's move on, because that was intense. So let's see what is going on. There is the liberation of the masculine, the feminine energy really coming through, but more a sense of balance. Okay, so that is what I'm sensing here. Especially, it's been happening for a while with the moon cycles and phases. I feel like the initiation of the eclipse, the other eclipse, not just tomorrow's. Let's see. Yeah, that one was about direction. What path are you taking? And also aligning people with their creativities. I think that was in October of 2023. Do not quote me on that. Look it up yourself. But it was kind of this thrusting forward of energy after the whole pandemic, right? Because we've been on a road of restructuring. All right, let's see. Of rooting ourselves in different ideas, what direction we're going to go, what direction institutions are going to take. Let me zoom a little bit so you could see the cards a bit better. Is that going to work? All right. Yeah. I'm just doing whatever comes out. It's so much easier for me to read when I'm relaxed and I'm not thinking about the order of things. So that could be for somebody, don't think about the order of things, or, don't put too much of an emphasis on that. So we do have direction, and we have root chakra. And there's a sense of also kind of the breaking of cycles, and what family looks like, what's that structure. All of that seems to be, there's a battle. There's a battle about authenticity. There's a battle of what is good, what is not good. So let's see. What do you need them to know? What do you need them to know? I'm going to make sure that I'm still... You're able to see me shuffle. I want this one. A ver. Let's see. I'm so thirsty, guys. So, yes, the opening of the heart chakra for the new beginning. So we have new beginnings here. Okay. That, remember, we are specifically pulling on the energy for the eclipse. And as I was saying, the feminine energy, so like the opening of the heart chakra, not that masculines do not have heart chakras. Remember, we're not talking about man or women, man or woman. We're talking about person. Person has part divine feminine, part divine masculine, part masculine energy and feminine energy if you're not into the divine stuff. This came out in Virgo's reading as well. I see that as, I'm reading that right now in this moment as the coming out of winter. Not that winter is coming. It's the coming out of stagnancy. Okay? It's reaping what you've sown. No matter what, the stagnancy is going to be lifted. So whatever lessons you're supposed to be, and whatever path you're supposed to be on, that's what you're going to be put on. Because it feels like there's, the endings of a lot of cycles, like rough cycles, and then you're choosing whether or not you go back into these cycles. Some of you will. Some of you will absolutely positively move on and will not and have not. If you already have, great. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is purposely happening with this eclipse for a reason. I'm telling you. It's all universally orchestrated. See what I just say about being stuck in stagnancy? It's about to turn, baby. That wheel is about to turn direction. Yep. Spiritual warfare. So it's just depending on what side you're on. We talked about good and evil. We won't start talking about that again. Let's go ahead and see what the message is. U-tree, strength, balance, death. You could be seeing a lot of deaths continue. And remember that deaths could be literal, it could be philosophical, and after death always comes a birth, right? So funny enough, we have beginning and we have death. And it's a cycle that continues and continues and continues. And that is why the Most High God brings balance and strength to us through different lessons and different things. And successes and rewards and recognition. Let's just make sure we're opening our heart chakra up to that. So let's see what we have for heart chakra. What do we have for heart chakra? What do we have for heart chakra? We have perfect. Opening your heart is a fated event, right? We go through so many things in our lives that may harden us up, may put us in a cold way. And then also for the powers that be, we have the powers that be making decisions for us. Are we going to detach from that, or are we going to be stuck? What direction do we need to take? Well, open our heart no matter what happens, no matter who becomes president, no matter, what issues can't be resolved in the political scene. It's not about them harnessing power to us. It's about them harnessing power to themselves. And we can be powerless if that's what we choose. But the one thing that I used to always say is there's things that people can't take away from you. One of those things for me is integrity. So stand on your principles, stand on your morals, because those are things people cannot take away from you. You can make that choice. co-create that choice with the Most High God, and you'll live fine no matter what's going on around you, right? Don't stay stuck there. Let's see. Crazy enough, because we got a tree, like a little tiny tree that's barely trying to grow, and it's still growing even when it's cold, even when there's winter, even when there's darkness. It reminds me so much of the lotus, where the lotus still emerges from muddy waters, right? So we have the small trials with Durazaz. There's that double polarity that we were talking about with beginnings and endings. So we have beginnings and endings being marked again here. And it's being marked over and over again. Because if you look, we have direction, we have stagnancy, we have the building of our families, we have spiritual warfare, because we need to figure out what exactly it is that how we're going forward with this. And then again, we have the beginning and the ending, and then the opening of our heart chakra, which that is what the eclipse is here to help us do. The energy of the eclipse is here to thrust us forward into, we have what I say, my opinion, choice between love and fear. Okay, let's see what Archangel, one of the feminine energy archangels, what do they have to say for those in Scorpio energy? What do they have to say? Enliven your senses. Yeah, so unless you're pregnant, because it's a spiritual advisory not to go out in the eclipse when you're pregnant, while you're pregnant, okay? So if you're expecting, stay home, be covered, wear a hat, I don't know. If you're any other things, go out into the eclipse and just soak up that energy, enliven your senses by, I don't know, maybe go, I don't know where you live, but where I live, I'm in the direct path of it. And so I'm pretty sure that it's mostly in the United States that we're in the direct path of it. But I'm in one of those, I think it's 5 or 7 cities, because there was like 7 cities at first, and then there was 5 later. But anyways, I'm one of those cities, okay? So anyway, make a celebration out of it, okay? And then we have Archangel Azrael. What a shocker. Endings and beginnings. So you're being guided, and don't you worry. I was talking about the hawk in another reading, and I keep seeing crows like everywhere. Don't see those as a bad omen. Birds are messengers. Birds are messengers. I don't know why they're saying that, but I see a lot of wings. I see some clear quartz. Cleanse and detoxify. Speak your truth. Yeah, there's something here about twins. So, there could be union here. I don't know why this would be coming out in Scorpio, but hey, take what resonates, share the rest. You never know who you can help. And look, love will find the way. Balance. I just really feel like I feel peaceful. I feel super duper peaceful. I just want to be like, what, am I doing a reading right now? Like, seriously? All right, let's see. What else do we have for Scorpio? What else do we have for Scorpio? What else? It really looks good. It feels good. It's going to be good. It's going to be excellent. For those of you who are going through something really rough, I'm not ignoring that. I'm just highlighting that we will have cycles of that during our life, during our lifetimes. And we can overcome those things together. And so if you need help in any kind of way, there was a video I was watching the other day about a woman that had gone through some things, and she grew up in a family where they never taught her how to ask for help. Her mom went through some stuff with her dad and yada yada, abuse, drinking, blah, 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 right? And so, a lot of us grew up in environments where things happen and we don't want to repeat those things, but sometimes we inevitably repeat them because they are part of who we are and who we have become, and they've become the choices that we've made. And even though we've pivoted in some areas of it, sometimes we don't realize that we don't ask for help because our parent or whoever was raising us or whomever taught us or didn't teach us something, they didn't teach us how to ask for help. It's so important to know giving and receiving. It's not because you're like, well, if somebody gives me something, I need to give them something back. No, it's about understanding that there's seasons in your life you're going to be able to give. There's seasons in your life that you need to receive. And sometimes that requires asking. And sometimes just as simple as asking your guardian angels, your higher self, archangels, the Most High God, of course. Individuality, we have the number 11. So yeah, definitely twin flame stuff here. We won't get into that. So yeah, make the effort in asking. Who got effort? I think Cancer got effort. Somebody got effort. I don't know who got effort. And then there's parenting. Yeah, parenting and effort came out in another reading too. I'll look for it and I'll put it under there. I really don't remember. But you know what? It's just so important that you understand that it's an ongoing process of personal growth. Your environment, it says your environment. So maybe you take a time out from your environment, or you had to. That's what you had to do. You could be have been dealing with a Leo. There's 444. And yeah, because Rebirth came out in Leo. Maybe it was the Leo reading about parenting too. Yeah, I think it was. I really do think it was. So for those of you who are, if I've not answered something, I'm really sorry. You can leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, help the channel grow. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed. I don't know why I'm saying this spiel, but if you do want a personal reading, I do personal readings live, face to face. I don't record them. So, I do it live. I do them live on Zoom. Just contact me. The link is in the description box below. If you need something, another appointment that's not in my appointment schedule, sometimes people do reschedule, and I can accommodate sometimes that may not be on my schedule. So, just contact me in my email or the telephone number that's in the description box. I'm happy to have a conversation with everyone who wants any help on their journey. Because this journey, I haven't had to do this alone. None of us are alone. None of us need to do this alone. It's just knowing that there's someone out there that's willing to help you when you ask for help, and there's people out there. Abundance. You are abundant. The number 88 maybe, I don't know, I've been seeing 818. We have self-discipline, change, teaching, and learning, and then you have individuality again. So, it just really feels like The journey feels to be still a long journey. The contemplation of when will this end? It doesn't. It's a journey, not a destination, and so we're always constantly growing, and so just look at it as a accumulation of sorts. You know, Scorpio, you will be so able to enliven your senses with this eclipse, and you're going to be able to really feel that really, really, really strong. There's a harmony that I feel, a strength that I feel in this energy, and it feels real good. And it just feels like, you know, we're just sitting here lingering, and we're just sitting here chilling, waiting for what's going to drop, but in a good way. And so that is a good thing that you're doing. You're being patient. You're letting things come in. And so let's see what the last message from Source is. You are appreciated. Don't you know I love you, sweet lady? Let's see. What is the divine message for Scorpio? After a time of envy and deception and sufferings in silence, you will have a firm foundation. There is hope. Number 17, and that is my number. It has come out almost in every one of the readings. Whew! I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And Scorpio, I hope it was you. You got this. Bye.